Hey, great Thursday evening. It is a beautiful evening in the city of Brownsville, and my hair is awesome. It's kind of funny, but now that right before we came on, Joe was mentioning my hair, and of course, I am self-conscious as crazy, and all I've been looking at is my damn hair since the seconds that we came on, and I'm looking at my hair, and I go like, "Parezco a tizoc." My damn hair. It's not that bad. I actually, if y'all noticed, I got shaved this afternoon, this morning. Well, if you watch the morning show, you'd know that I shaved after the show. What the hell happened? Why is it not coming on?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. All that noise is.
Is anyone on YouTube already? Why can't I see myself on YouTube? Are people on the show on YouTube? Why is it that I can't? Cat, are y'all okay on the show on YouTube? Oh, awesome. For some reason, I'm not getting it. Good evening, good evening, good evening. A cat at good evening. A lit in for some reason. My YouTube is not catching my show. Good evening, a gentleman. Thank you for calling Joe a gentleman.
Thank you.
He greatly appreciates that.
It just came on the YouTube one.
Eh?
The YouTube just came on. I just saw it.
Really?
Yeah.
I still can't. There. Oh, there you are. For some reason, I don't know why I wasn't getting it. Hello. Oh, Mr. Valdez. Good evening, Alea, Melida. Good evening. Oh, Jimmy. I went to La Vaquita Bakery on Elizabeth today, and I saw a Joe sign. I wish you.
That's right.
Pretty ugly sign, right? I mean, it's not like it has a tarpon on there or something.
It's not like it has a what?
Tarpon.
A tarpon. Oh, I get it.
How do you get it?
Port Isabel.
Yeah. Jimmy is actually running for re-election, and he has a tarpon on his sign. It looks pretty cool. Good evening, Melida. And let me say, Melida made some amazing bread today. Brought some over, actually. It was delish. I finally tasted the chocolate one right after the banana nut one. Let me say, delish. I got them in my car. I'm taking them home. I already gave the show a thumbs up. Let's give it another thumbs up, guys. Hey, Joe for District 4. Joe for District 4.
Mr. Paul.
Thank you, Paul. You shaved because you went on a date with Sylvia. We had a lunch date. I said, if you shave, I'll shave. Keep hearing about teachers voting for Rose Gowan because Erasmo is negative. Let me say, guys, teachers who didn't vote for Erasmo this past election, well, let me say, how's it going for you guys? Honestly, how's it going for people at the school district? So now you're going to, double down and make the same mistake again? Because we warned in regards to the district how these people were ripping us off blind. People don't care. You know what, Joe? I'm convinced there's some people out there that don't care that Sylvia se jambó lana, that she took bribes. People don't care that she stole millions of dollars. I'm convinced, Joe, that there's people out there that just don't care. Why are people that dense?
I don't know. It's unfortunate. We are an area that a community that forgets very easy. I mean, big things that should matter to us happen to they just go away. And you know what, Erasmo, the politicians know that. That's why they just wait out. They kind of they hide in the bushes. They wait it out, and they know it's been a little bit of time. They'll forget about it, and we do. I mean, that's a fact.
Yeah, and let me say that Führer led Biden. You let them know I'm going to be okay. Let them vote for Rose Gowen. Let them vote for Daniela Lopez. Let them vote for Sylvia Atkinson. It's just their kids' future that they're screwing up. We have nothing. We have no economic development. We have no growth. Nothing. And they keep on bringing back the same people over and over and over and over again. And these are the educated people, supposedly. Shut up. Hola, Paloma Hermosa. Juliancito. Bendiciones, papá. Buenas noches, caballeros. Bendiciones. Thank you for calling us, caballeros. I'm seeing more Joe Valdez signs around town, too. Woo! Good evening, Hilda Hermosa. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Somebody yesterday said usually about fake name accounts on YouTube. I use it because this has been my YouTube account since 2006. Der Führer Hitler Biden. I don't think Biden was around in 2006 in regards to presidential races, was he?
Biden,
Maybe
Biden's been around for
40
a
years.
few
But
40 years, man.
not as a presidential candidate, has he? Was he?
Mm-mm.
Or just the name has changed, maybe a little bit. I'm looking for those Erasmo signs. Come on, guys. Nobody's putting up my signs. Just Joe signs. Sorry, get my insert. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening. Good evening. With the stimulus check, the economy will be booming. Mall was packed. Walmart was packed yesterday. Yeah, let me say that one of the things that I did see today at Walmart, because I did stop by to buy some vitamins, and I did see a lot of people shopping for big item things, and I figured, Stimmy, did you get your Stimmy?
I sure did. I got it since Tuesday.
Damn, bro. Are you saving it? Are you spending it? What are you doing with it?
It's gone, man. my my chicken empire is growing by the minute. uh,
That's a
I'm
lot of that's a lot of chicken poop.
oh yeah, that's why I'm expanding their area. So
How's it smell?
I don't know. They're in the back part of the property. They're not bad, man, because they free range. So it's they got some they got quite a bit of grass out there to walk around, so it's spread out. It doesn't really affect it.
I told everyone not to let her in the BISD. Nadie hizo caso. They all just kissed that. You were right, Mario. And we were all saying the same thing, but people don't listen. Same mistake over and over and over again. And let me tell you, our community is very fortunate that she didn't actually seek re-election. She would have won. She would have won. I care that Sylvia stole millions. I care that the leadership in town is non-existent. But it seems those corrupt politicians can easily buy votes with tacos and cheap caps. There are idiots. How sad they are. So, what are the issues with Mr. Valdez cares about? Give me your elevator speech, if you will, please, and thanks.
So there's quite a bit of issues, but I think that I'm concerned about two major things. And the first thing that I'm going to talk is probably coming from a personal experience. I think that we're very unprepared when it comes to emergency planning. I believe that if the last couple of months have taught us anything, is that our leadership in Brownsville has failed us miserably. And this all started coming to light last year when we started hearing about the pandemic. I was personally affected. I discovered several things. So I think one of the things that I want to focus on is improving our emergency planning with the city, technically the entire city needs revamping the infrastructure, but we need to focus on our emergency planning. For 5 years, I served in an emergency planning team with South Padre Island, and we took care of the logistics and had everything in place for transportation, communication, identifying the people with special needs, and we had everything planned way in advance, any type of emergency. And as we needed to improve that, we communicated with each other, communicated with the public, and I saw absolutely nothing like that. To this date, I have not seen uh, none of our city leadership come out and talk to us about what happened, their shortcomings, and how we plan to improve in our city. The other more important, and so that we don't take the whole hour for Erasmo, is I think that we need to have some accountability when it comes to the millions of dollars that we have been taxed and we have nothing to show for it. And it seems like the taxpayers flipping the bill for a lot of projects and a lot of things that there's really no growth. There is uh, no progressive growth. There is no. We're not thinking about the community needs. We're investing in things that we really don't have to, and the taxpayers is flipping that bill. So we have quite a bit of things to work on, and I think that we're going to have to pick one and start moving forward with that. But I think that it's time for new leadership. I think it's time for fresher ideas, new progressive ideas, and that's the reason why I'm running.
It sounds like a pretty cool platform. uh, I'm very glad that you're not as negative as you used to be. All right, that's what Texas governor said. Lone Star was to send troopers to the border. Great. I guess 100 is the border. No. Why is did they? Oh, están en fregas allá dando tickets allá en Highway 100. Let me tell you, Highway 100 is always jam packed with police officers, especially during spring break. I mean, they're out there trying to make sure that individuals are safe and that they're not endangering other individuals. Again, I want to say what I said yesterday. My prayers go out to the family of the young man who passed away on 802. Uh, Lost control of the vehicle, hit a pole, and went on the property, some property. Very, very unfortunate. As that there have been some reports that individuals were out there racing. Guys, I don't get it. We used to race back then in the heyday, Joe, down Billy Mitchell. But there were no houses around. There was hardly anything around. Era puro monte. I think the only thing that was there back then was, the airport, of course. But we also had like Hager Slack and
Cactus Hill
huh?
and Cactus Hill.
Yeah, very limited, properties out there, guys. Let me say, as the doesn't make much more sense as that why would you want to race on 802 when there's so many children around, so many vehicles, so many businesses around that, one of my greatest fears is the guys, my greatest fears, probably my greatest fear is driving and all of a sudden out of nowhere a child jumps in front of you. You know, that is scary. That's the scariest thing I could ever even imagine or think of. So, guys, don't be racing out on 802 or on Boca Chica, guys, especially now when they're fixing stuff around Boca Chica and 802. Guys, go race allá en el rancho. Find a rancho. Pedro Morales. Hola, Nancy. Is this the local Beamer? Chao. Vale más que no ande Irving aquí porque me le mero un coscorrón en la cabeza. Let me say, guys, yesterday's show with Irving, I thought was amazing. Are you okay?
Yep.
I thought the show yesterday with Irving was amazing. Was interesting. Was different. Again, one of the things that I wanted to let them, those people, and everybody else know, guys. I'm not afraid to have a dialogue or discussion with anyone as long as they maintain a certain level of respect in regards to not going with the same old dumb jabs that most people do, the accusations and the false stuff. So it wasn't that bad, guys. It really, really wasn't. He is a progressive individual, headstrong in regards to his ideas, as wrong as they may be. and as crazy as that they may be, is that. But I appreciate the fact that he did come on, guys, and I appreciate the multiple messages that I got and said, "We just want to protect you." I go like, "Thank you, guys," but no, and I greatly appreciate it. But know that I can handle my own. As that, when a friend of mine sent me a message in regards, I for some instance, uh, people were were concerned, and someone said, "Erasmo, think of it this way: you're going into Cuba, which I am. You go to Cuba, and you have to have certain documentation to come back into the United States, which I do. I'm going to have to get a PCR test within the 72 hours. What happens if you want to get on the plane and come across and don't have your PCR documentation? If I try to come into the country, I will be trying to come in, or will I be undocumented, or I come in illegally? I don't know. Joe, what was your take on yesterday's show?
It was horrible.
Horrible.
It was horrible. I don't know. Nah, I'll tell you. It's important to accept and respect other that people have different opinions, and that's good. And I'll tell you, I disagree with a lot of the things that the young man said, but I will tell you, I will give it to him that as much as passionate, because that's the word he used, as passionate as he was about the topic, he still maintained. He was respectful. He wasn't ugly. He shared his opinion. Um, I I appreciate that. I appreciate that he was respectful. I don't appreciate that he was trying to uh, push his opinion. I think that he was trying to. What he was saying was strictly his opinion and nothing more. Because I don't understand it with his education and with his background. The law clearly states the word illegal entry. It is clearly written in immigration law. So his idea or his comment was that even the government is trying to change away from that wording because they feel that it's insultive. But the fact is that the language in the law still stands as is. Therefore, as you posted it was correct, and he was arguing that point. Now, the fact that his opinion is different than yours, well, so be it. And he shared his opinion and he gave his reasoning why, and he did it in a respectful manner. So I can appreciate
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah,
but it was
I,
wrong.
I didn't mind him, and let me say, guys, I didn't mind him at all, and I appreciate him coming on. And look, guys, you get to hear a different opinion. But again, he wanted me to say that using the word illegal was dehumanizing. I said, no, it's
Correct.
just a word. It's not dehumanizing. I'm not saying it in a way to demean. Guys, there is no one in this city more Mexican than Erasmo. There isn't. Guys, I travel to Monterrey every other week. I go to Matamoros every day, every not every day, every week. Guys, I love Mexico. I love my people in Mexico, guys. I love everyone out there. I have a lot of empathy for a lot of the individuals who, have hardships in other countries other than ours. I'm still going to stand my ground in regards to we need to take care of our individuals here first and foremost, and then focus on taking care of individuals from other places. Just my stance. I believe Hidalgo has an emergency texting system during hurricane season. We need that because heaven forbid we get a storm. Boca Chica and Salmos will become the Gulf of Mexico. All right, I'm going to say maybe even upwards of South Coast. We're in trouble. Who are you endorsing, Erasmo? I'm endorsing Erasmo Castro for uh, uh, at large commissioner. If you're asking me who I'm endorsing in Joe's race, there's no doubt. I want Joe to be the next commissioner for District 4.
Thank you, Erasmo.
You were supposed to say, I want you to be commissioner too.
Right? Your mouth was moving. I thought there was more coming,
I'm
but
just joking. I'm
absolutely.
just, I
Hey,
just, we're like crickets.
Yeah, but you were chewing on something, so you were about. It looked like you were about to say something.
Cricket.
You're, you're a good
Wait,
guy, man. You've got my vote and my support, Erasmo.
thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, and that means a lot to me. Uh, and let me say, guys, I want to win this race, and I think Joe wants to win this race. We just want a better Brownsville, guys. We just want better leadership. And again, guys, all this crud about individuals out there, you're brainwashed. You are crazy if you think that everything that's spewed on this show is just negativity. I mean, goodness gracious, how much more can you take? I mean, how much more can you take? We've seen the inadequacies in regards to the distribution of vaccines to our individuals here that are homebound. And look, guys, as much as they may say, well, we're trying, guys, it's not good enough, guys. Why do you settle for mediocrity? Why do people in Brownsville, accept mediocre? Está bien, que te valga. How? Why? Guys, the only reason that we've been so successful, folks, in regards to our predictions concerning the coronavirus, our predictions in regards to what's happening, is because we've been following the trends, we've been following the science, we've been following it since the start, and we've been screaming at the top of our lungs, guys. We need to be better prepared, guys. Erasmo Castro doesn't have the answers, but there's other people that have already started to do things that could benefit us in regards to what direction we should be going, folks. That's what we need to be paying attention to. Our leadership has failed us, guys. They failed us. They've been slow to the gun, guys. Look at and Joe doesn't have to answer to this because he works for the district. Guys, wasn't it me that was out here screaming for the school board and administration, guys, a year ago, folks? A year to my teachers who are out there voting for Rose Gowan. I was out here screaming, don't go to spring break without postponing the return to class. Screaming, folks. Screaming. They refused to. They refused to. And then on Monday, he calls a special meeting for Tuesday for administrators to come in during spring break. Guys, that's not being proactive, not being negative, guys. It's just a fact. They came in on Tuesday, then they came back on Thursday to ultimately decide on Friday that they were going to stay away for a week, guys. And again, it's not that I have all the best ideas. It's just we've seen what has worked in other areas. I follow trends. I follow social distancing. I follow social media, guys. And you can see what has worked for other countries, for other areas of the states. What has not worked, folks? Guys, when we were out here asking for vaccines, a better way to distribute vaccines, guys, we were seeing other places spend minutes, 30, 45 minutes to get vaccinated, guys. Y'all shared that with me, guys. I didn't invent this stuff. Y'all shared it with me. Y'all went to Corpus, Mike, Pineapple went to Hidalgo County, guys. 45 minutes. Here it was taking 6 to 8 hours to get a voucher for then you to come back and spend another 6 to 8 hours for a vaccine. Joe, am I wrong?
No, absolutely not. And going back to what you started saying about our leadership and them claiming that they're trying their best. I got to tell you that try is something that you do when you're practicing to get better. Try is something that you do before an emergency event happens. That's what you do. You try to improve on your policy and your procedures. But when our friends, our family, and our neighbors are dying because of an emergency that we saw coming, you don't try then. That's time to act, not to be trying. By then, your policies and procedures and your emergency planning should have been already established. Trying is unacceptable at that point. So that's completely, and the same with the vaccines. We didn't have them, but we knew they were coming. Why were we not prepared? Already have policy in place. I mean, try it out at this point. It's completely unacceptable from the city leadership.
Well, let me say, look, Joe, uh, in regards to the trying. Look, at our schools for Führer that Hitler Biden mentions that teachers are, oh, Erasmus just negative. At our schools, guys, you have fire drills. You have to go through fire drills. You have to go through these practices, guys. And then this is the plan book. And I've seen them. I've actually seen them there at Veterans, and I've seen them at Pace. I've seen them at Hannah. There's a manual, guys, a preparedness manual that says this is what we're going to do in case of an emergency, guys. There's certain procedures, there's certain steps that the school has to do. I mean, I'm not talking about something that's above y'all's head, guys. Fire drills are there, guys, and they prepare you just in case we come to have a fire. Guys, very, very simple, guys. Again, and I hate repeating it again, but because of Führer Hitler that violence comment in regards to teachers, guys, we should have had something, guys. And look, they may go out there and say, "Oh, no one could have prepared for this." That's bullcrap, guys. That's bullcrap. Joe, do you believe that no one could have prepared for what we experienced a month ago?
No, no. You can prepare for things like a tornado, Erasmo, that happen unexplained all of a sudden. You can't prepare for that, and I take that back. You can prepare to a certain point, but not like you can. We had a freeze coming, and we had it on the news more than a week in advance. We were being told the weather we were having, the potential of losing power, and all of this was already established. So the fact that we did not have an emergency shelter in place, we didn't have generators in place, that we didn't have people with elderly people or with special needs notified, identified, and prepared to move to a shelter. Again, this is just a failure from our city leadership, and it's just something as basic as preparation for an emergency.
Preparation H.
For an emergency. Same with COVID. We saw what was happening. We saw the trend. We saw it coming. We were being notified that, hey, it's starting to move. We're going to cut. It's coming there. We saw what was happening in other areas, and we were ill prepared for. Absolutely
ill prepared, guys. And again, I look, and I agree with the mayor and with Rose Gowan and with everyone on there. No one expected it to be as severe or the what was going to happen the aftermath of it happening, guys. No one expected it. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't be prepared for something, guys. They were prepared for nothing. And again, I've stated before, I'm going to state it again. We're in an area where we're going to get hit sooner or later by a hurricane, guys. We should be prepared for a hurricane. In a hurricane, we're going to have flooding. We're going to have inability for food to come into our area. We're going to have loss of power, guys. Exactly what happened a month ago. So they should have brought out the hurricane preparedness manual that they have and at least started working on that. They didn't. I'm not being negative. It's just the facts, guys. The facts continue to be the facts. Doesn't matter if your feelings are hurt. Doesn't mean if you feel I'm so negative and it's hurting me. Shut up. Go vote for Gowan then. Go vote for Gowan. Really, guys. If you're going to be such a wuss, go vote for Gowan. Really. If you like eating crap, vote for Gowan. If you like that our students, your students, stupid teachers, your students, if your students that they have to go elsewhere, they have to leave Brownsville because there's no economic development here. We want to vote for Rose Gowan. Shut up, stupids. I mean, really, guys. Es como que si a fuerza les encanta la mala vida. Really? These people steal your money, your children's money? Rose Gowan was part of the Casa de Nylon crap? $2.3 million, Joe, on Casa de Nylon. What are we going to do with Casa de Nylon, Joe?
I don't know. At this point, what can we do? It costs more to get rid of it than, I don't know. I don't know what you can do with it.
We own it. We, the city of Brownsville, own it. Guys, it's worthless. It's a piece of garbage. It only serves six homeless people. That's who it serves. It doesn't serve the elite who paid $2.3 million. It doesn't serve you who paid $2.3 million. It helps the homeless who paid nothing. It helps six homeless people. Six. Six. Because they live outside of it. $2.3 million, guys. Be negative? Really? Shut up. What the heck did I miss? Oh, you should watch yesterday's show. You would have enjoyed it. I love you, Ryan. So as BISD taking down Victoria Heights Elementary because I think that school is historical building, they should leave it as it is. Let me tell you guys, I don't think that they can tear it down, although it is in a place that is dangerous to children. It is right next to that plant, that thing that constantly pollutes the air in that area, guys. It should never be opened again. I have no idea who continued to leave it open in their right mind. Continue to leave it open. Erasmo, no candy sale, muy no candy sale, muy caro el dentista. Let me tell you, I actually have to go to the dentist next week again. What about me? I'm Mexican. No, you see, love you, John. Guy was a hippie, pretentious dolt. Team it also. Yeah, he look, guys. I understand. He's progressive. He didn't like the word liberal, leftist. He wanted to be called a progressive. I just don't see it as progressive, guys. While we continue to let everybody else ahead of the line before us. We're so hell bent and seen for the needs of everybody else and not the needs of our own. I just don't get it. I mean, honestly, I just don't get it. It bothers me that there's a little bit of black on that side. It's getting on my nerves. I cover it up, but it's still on my damn nerves because I know it's there. For your information, City of McAllen announced direct Monterrey flights beginning April 22nd. Yes, I actually looked into that, and because I do need to take a quick flight to Monterrey. Well, I need to be in Monterrey for next week for a dentist appointment, and then the next week, 2 weeks after that for another one. And I did notice that it was till April, guys. That's great news. I think the flights round trip are going to be like $180 round trip. It's not bad. I'm hoping that if we could buy them in time, guys, or maybe the first couple of sales, we could get them a little bit cheaper. That's going to be an excellent price. As that, that's the type of forward thinking that McAllen has. And look, this is my concern, Joe. One of the reasons that McAllen is so filthy rich and doing well is because they have a lot of the Monterrey people coming over, Joe. They're coming over and they're spending money in McAllen. Now that they're offering flights directly from Monterrey to McAllen, McAllen to Monterrey, and that is one of the only ways individuals with a visa can actually come into the country via flight. You think those flights are not going to be jam packed, guys? It's going to be a boom for McAllen, for their economy, for their airport.
But McAllen has things to offer. They have reasons for people, the tourism, to come in. They have, they have the department stores that we don't have. They have the restaurants that we don't have. They have the amenities that our tourists want, but we can't get them here because we're investing the taxpayers' dollars on personal businesses or areas that benefit our personal businesses. But that's what it is.
Let me say, guys, I'm bothered because if we would have had some forward thinking, guys, look, we just got an airport terminal. A $55 million airport terminal, guys. My question is, why don't we have city leadership out there, guys, fighting for us to get this airline to do this travel between Brownsville and Monterrey? Can you imagine, Joe? I mean, I would be on those planes every other week. And I'm sure there'd be a lot of my friends out there, my family members, they're going to take an airplane, but they're not coming to Brownsville. They're coming to McAllen, guys.
Mhm.
They're going to spend money in McAllen, not in Brownsville, guys. I mean, McAllen's airport is fairly new, Joe, isn't it?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
I don't know. Guys, don't you want better things in Brownsville, folks? Or am I just being negative? I mean, we've been stagnant for far too long in the city of Brownsville, guys. Stagnant. We've sat back and watched every city in the valley grow and prosper. Joe, have we grown and prospered at the same rate?
Not at all. Even our adjacent smaller cities are starting to get more progressive than we are.
It's very unfortunate. Uh, but congratulations, McAllen. I'll be using those flights. I'll tell you right now. What do y'all think about American Dreams and Promise Act that passed today? The Americans Dream and Promise Act of 2021. I just actually pulled it up. I hadn't seen it. The American Dream and Promise Act of 2021, introduced in the U.S. House of Representatives on March the 3rd, could make a maximum of 5 million dreamers, individuals eligible for temporary protective status or deferred enforced departure, and legal dreamers eligible for permanent residence, according to the Migrant Policy Institute estimates for more on other authorized immigration population. Guys, more power to them. Again, let me say, guys, I mentioned this last night because I was asked in regards to the dreamers, or I think I brought it up. I can't even remember. But I will say, guys, look, when individuals were brought here, you know, not knowing what their situation was, they were brought in here. Sure, man. Let's try and fix their situation so to make sure that they get an education. Uh, you know, they go through a process, guys. But even the dreamers, guys, even dreamers have to go through a process. It's not automatic citizenship. It's not automatic residency. And I think that's one of the things that's being mentioned. They're going to start to set their pathway towards residency status. More power to them, guys. More power to them. And yeah, man, I'm in favor of all that. But we need to take care of the ones that are already here already. Do we need to continue to escalate and bring in more and more and more and more and more people, guys? It's going to be a disaster, folks. It's that simple. It's going to be a disaster. That's my opinion. Hey, Celia. Royal, royal, a cheese. Oh, Erasmo, you better take this guy, Joe, out for lunch porque alguien le va a dar un plato de pollo y arroz y ya se va de Joe, I got cookies.
Cookies work, man.
Ay,
Here's my stimulus, man, right here.
pollito.
I have 47. I have 47 of them, man, and that's new ones.
They're so cute. Are they natural born, or did you have to?
No, those are. I have 27 that I incubated myself from my own flock.
Huh?
Uh, I have 27 from my own flock that I incubated, but these are all hatched. The other 24 that I have are natural.
I
They're
love
hen hatched.
I love chickens. I think they're so awesome.
Yes.
Hey, Atenina Hermosa. Show me some positivity when our leaders, the BISD, PUB, city and county judges, commissioners listen and make change. Oh, and they put Boca Chica back on the way it was. Guys, it's all we want. And I did want to go. Let's do PUB. I did have a conversation with Yeah, let's do PUB before I have to leave. I did have a conversation with one of the PUB board members, guys, and I'll make mention of what he says. Because I said in regards to all we're asking for is transparency. We just haven't gotten any. Have have they been transparent, guys, in regards to what went wrong? What is going wrong? Have they been transparent about anything, Joe? Anything? Have we heard anything from PUB?
Just that
Nothing.
just that our bills are gonna get higher because of their because
Stupidity.
of their actions or lack of actions. We're gonna pay the price.
This is the message that that the board member wrote to me on one of Trey Mendez's posts. And I was, well, when did I say transparency wasn't important? Of course it is. I know you and all of the citizens of Brownsville want answers on Tenasca, and the city is currently auditing the project. You say the audit is BS. It is an election ploy, but you want answers. Which is it? I want both. Both. Is it an election ploy? You better believe it's an election ploy.
Yeah, otherwise, why did it take so long?
Why did it take so long? Guys, we've been screaming about Tenasca for years. 4 years ago, Commissioner Ben Neese, the one that Joe's running against, Commissioner Ben Neese promised action, guys, on Tenasca. It took 3 years and 10 months to finally set up an audit in regards to the taxpayers' dollars, guys. While they were auditing Carlos Elizondo, guys, they were auditing Carlos Elizondo and found nothing. Nothing. Nothing illegal to charge him on. Yet it took 3 years and 10 months for them to finally, you know, talk about an audit in regards to Tenasca, guys. And it isn't an election ploy. Hey, if it poops like a little chick, if it looks like a little chick, if it beefs like a little chick, it's going to be a chicken, guys. No, but am I wrong, guys? Am I wrong, Joe?
Absolutely not.
But
I,
neither I nor any of the current board members were on board when it was passed, and that is true for the majority of the city commission too. So that's the excuse. Well, it was already there. That's the excuse. You know, we just came on. You didn't, and people on the board and the city commission. Did you all not know that the citizens of Brownsville, want to know why their electricity rates were increased by 36%? Did
and they stayed as is even after the plant wasn't built. Even though they decided it wasn't going to. I mean, they were there when those decisions were made.
Joe, what happened to the $100 million? They think that we don't care about the $100 million. What the hell are they doing on the PUB board? What are they doing on the city commission? There's no answers, and then they get upset when we ask questions, guys.
But they were building a new facility on 511.
They build a new facility for themselves, guys. $60 million. $60 million, guys. An airport terminal, plus a sports park, plus a Cameron County courthouse, guys. Plus, that's what PUB spent your money on. But did they tell us they were going to spend their money on that? No. They said that they were going to get us more power through Tenasca in case we ever needed more power to expand economic development and in case a freeze would come. And guess what? Let me continue. We too are waiting for the audit findings to see what happens, just like you. No, no, Papa. It's not just like me, because Erasmo Castro and Joe, uh, what's your last name? Joe Valdez are are not sitting on the PUB board. We are not sitting on the city commission. So y'all are not waiting the same way we're waiting. How can we say what happened if we don't know yet? How, Joe, after a month of it happening, this was 2 days ago. After a month, they still have no clue, no concept, but at least they're starting to admit that they dropped the ball. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the first step, right? Admitting that you were wrong.
Uh, you say that I have become a part of the silent elite. Well, I'm sorry, my friend. We haven't heard from any of you. So yeah, if I'm going to continue to say, if you are not vocal in regards to letting the people that you are serving know what's going on, then you are part of the silent elite because that's what they do. They don't feel that they have to respond to our answer. And I thank my friend for responding. I say I am disappointed in you because you take all kinds of shots at PUB board, which I am a part of. Well, you're you're in the kitchen, the heat kitchen. That's what you signed up for, to take shots, but to respond. And if it's too hot in the kitchen, Joe, you know,
But he shouldn't have to respond, Erasmo. He should be leading the information. He is the mayor, and where's the city manager? I mean, why are they not publicly coming out and talking to us about what they're doing? Why does it have to be a response from a post? Why is it a response from questions? It shouldn't take us asking questions or you putting a post up, calling them out. They should be forthcoming and giving us information in advance.
you say that, let's say, you say that we are hiding things from the public. Well, no, you're saying that y'all hiding things from your public. When you have an executive meeting with the city of Brownsville, to whereas we don't get to hear what's being discussed, then y'all are hiding stuff from the public that we aren't doing our job. Uh, yeah, you're not doing your job, bro. Come out here and inform the people of Brownsville what went wrong. I mean, the city commission, the mayor, and the PUB board, they should have been doing the Cuomo thing. And I don't mean out there sexually harassing women. I mean, they should have done the Cuomo thing in regards to coming out every single day and letting us know what the hell is going on. We heard nothing from the city commission, the mayor, menos the PUB board during that whole week. We didn't hear from the mayor until 2 days later.
Doing their job would have been seeing that there was a freeze coming, having that dome ready with generators. Not, oh, we opened it, but oh, we forgot you need a alternative power just in case the power goes out.
Uh, you say all this, but you have attended zero meetings since I've been there. Oh, so now I need to attend a meeting in order to get an answer? Now I have to be there. That's y'all's job. Y'all have accepted that responsibility. But if you want me at the meetings, yeah, I'll start going. But do I need to be there in order for you all to produce the truth? I've received zero Facebook messages from you asking about Tenasca. Guys, have y'all not seen my post on Tenasca? Anyone? Have y'all not seen my screaming videos on Tenasca on where is our money? You have made zero attempts to find out what's up for me. Guys, what more do I need to do? Your friend, what's up? Your friend that you can contact anytime, that is on the board, and I appreciate that. I'm not asking you to hold the board to a lesser standard because I am there. Ridiculous. I'm asking you to have standards when commenting on the state of situation. Misinformation helps no one. And again, what misinformation? My response, bro. The promise, the promises for audit and reviews and answers for Tenasca were promised at least, at the minimum, 4 years ago. I still have one of the commissioner's shirts with the red line across it. 4 Years ago. That's your opponent, Bernice. You're saying you don't have the answers yet. You're on the board. The current city commission doesn't have any answers either. Bro, who do we hold accountable? That's fine. Tell us, who do we hold accountable? The CEO? Where does the buck stop? Who does PUB belong to? Who do they answer to? You tell me who we can direct our questions to then. Misinformation. We have been given nothing but excuses. Give us something. If in 4 years the candidates who ran on Tanasca haven't produced a sliver of response to where is the money, what is an audit a couple of months before an election going to do? Absolutely nothing. Because it's an election game that they always play. Who? Tell me who can get answers from. We can get answers from. Because it's still the government of, for, and by. Who has the answers? No response. I'll answer it. Oh, he replied, read my last post. It addresses these questions. I'll respond. I'll answer it. The responsibility lies in the city commission, which includes our mayor. Emphasis, our mayor. Your response hinted to us demanding answers as a political vehicle. It is most surely not, and you know this. We've been demanding answers for years, but we're not worthy to have their ear, or do they care? Ultimately, the PUB board may be responsible to oversee PUB. We don't hold you all accountable. We can't. We hold elected officials accountable and have the right to demand answers. We've gotten none. And it's not a matter of 2 month audit, man. You know this. We've been asking for answers for years. What happened 4 years ago should have everyone upset. But to point fingers elsewhere is the easy way out. We have little control over ECOT, the governor, or the PUB board. We can only hold the mayor and the city commissioners accountable. Am I wrong?
No, that was a good response.
The administration has been failing us since I was a child, and I'm 45 years old. God, you look like 60, bro.
Oh my God.
Estás bien acabado for 45, papa. I'm just joking, Mario. I love you. You know that. ¿Qué te pasa, Erasmo? Those vouchers are ridiculous. Whoever came up with these vouchers needs to get slapped. I agree. And let me tell you, I was out there screaming, guys, what are you talking about? Why is it taking so long to get the damn vouchers and then have to come back and get the damn shot? And nobody follows the instructions, guys. People, you can tell people, don't go camping out there. Ahí va mi rancho. A las 8 o 9 de la noche ya están allá estacionados. I want the American dream, and I'm born and raised here. I'm just overworked with no assistance or payouts and struggle for all I have. Then I pay taxes to help those who have done nothing here. Sad. That is the frustration of everyone out here. Browser's logic. Hello, Brownsville. Me too. Human logic. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Browser logic. Let's put a medium because McAllen has one. We are following, not leading, but the chair in the cake is that we are idiots. Let me catch up with the comments. Sorry, guys. Minerva is proof your vote don't count. You're not voted in. You're allowed in. This is a charisma organization. If you're truly interested in dismantling it, if you play by the rules, make it in, and then get the proof to bring down this house of cards. Let me say, like, Marisa is scheduled to be on the show on Monday, and she is going to share the evidence that they found in regards to the stealing of an election. All this money coming our way will be prepared better. Will they prepare better? No. But we have bike lanes, medians, and failed power grids. Yeah. Necesito coyote porque me mandé a México. Me mandé a México. I'm tired of the U.S. Pero que me mande a Mexico. You want to go to Mexico? I'll coyote you to Mexico, bro. Break down with the cash. I think Irving was stating that the word was become derogatory because of the way it has been used by some individuals to describe immigrants, like the N word or the F word. It be someday. Uh, Let me say, guys, I think that's just a little bit of a stretch because immigration illegal is just a word. It's not used in a way to describe a certain skin tone or a sexual preference. Those are choices. Well, those are choices that people make in order to use the derogatory word in a way that is derogatory. Look, people are still using the N word all over the place, guys. I mean, I was putting up a little video up there, and I thought I saw a song that I thought I could put up, and all of a sudden it was like, and this, and this, and this, and I'm going like, maybe I shouldn't put that little song to my story, but those words are still out there. The way that they are offensive, and look, and in regards to the F word, guys, I've heard individuals use the F word back and forth, you know, but it's the tone that's used, how it's used, in order. It's how it becomes derogatory, guys. It's just the way it is. I mean, I've never used these words. I'm still going to use illegal. Because anyone that crosses the river, anyone that crosses the border without the proper documentation, the proper legal documentation is illegal. It's when there is power outage, there isn't generator big enough to run you have to get a generator for your own home. Living this close to the ocean with hurricanes means everyone should be prepared. Use a stimulus and buy a generator instead of that fake Michael.
That's a that's some great advice. That's great advice for
It is,
sure.
it is great advice, but let me say, guys, uh, we do expect our city leadership to use some of our resources, some of our monies out there to help us in these emergency situations or help the less fortunate. And my cookies! I'm ordering the cookies. Thank you, mi amor. Let me call Erwin uh, instead of with an F. Instead. Yeah, I'm not going to say that. Erasmo, do not waste your time on people who do not see the truth, and that's going on BISD. Yeah, it's not only going on at BISD, guys. And let me say, it is throughout leadership. I mean, guys, we've experienced it with the vaccines and these emergency mandates and these weddings that they do. We experience it at the county level. We experience it at the city level. Would you disagree, Joe?
No, I do not disagree. I agree completely.
Why get your teeth in Montero and not in town? We've got plenty of great dentists. Uh,
Cost.
I don't know who's going to Montero. I'm going to Monterrey, but my friend in Monterrey, my brother, charges me nothing, and for this extraction here, I was going to be charged over $2,000. It's not going to happen. I did give my brother $100, and I gave his son $40, but they charged me nothing. Oops, Monterrey. I know. McAllen is run by white people. Has nothing to do with Mexican money stimulating the economy. El mexicano nomás por fregar a su propia raza. I didn't say it. Mike Pineapple did. Does Brownsville have direct flights anywhere? Oh, and thanks for not answering my question. Which was your question, Sam? Sorry, Sam. Put the question again. Sorry, Baba. I don't think we have flights anywhere, do we?
Not that I can think of. Every flight I've ever taken out of Brownsville has a connection, and unless you're going direct to Houston.
Did we have a direct flights to Vegas at one point?
I mean, they didn't stick very long.
I
They
like.
came in and they disappeared just as fast as they came in.
It was Allegiant, no?
Yeah,
Allegiant.
Allegiant.
We just can't maintain. People from Monterrey will come for the bike lanes. Yeah, no. Yeah, I think we would be the laughing stock of Monterrey if we went up there and said, Monterrey, come to Brownsville. We got bike lanes. People going to Monterrey are going to go like, oh, okay. I'm going to McAllen. You're so negative. Ya hasta me quiero ahorcar. Don't do that. Please don't do that. And please don't even joke about that. I'll feel like crap if something happens. Was Irving trying to insinuate that you are scapegoating peasants and children from third world countries in Brownsville? I don't think my dominion has grown to be able to do that yet, but I am trying. World dominance. Erasmo, the circus was fun. It was a fun show last night. It really was. Do you consume the eggs or sell them?
I think he meant the circus, like the one at the Sunrise Mall.
Oh, I thought the circus from yesterday.
It could be.
Joe?
Oh, right now the eggs I have, they are for me. I give them to my family, my neighbor, but eventually I will be selling them. That's the whole purpose of. I'll be selling the chickens also, the organic chickens and organic eggs.
So, how come I haven't gotten any eggs?
You don't? Do you even eat
Yeah, I love
other
chicken.
other than the little candies and cookies and pistachios and all the other stuff?
Yeah,
I'll
I do.
take you.
Oh, yes, it's the and I thought that you wanted the chickens for the chicken plate sales.
Oh, that too. We're planning for the chicken.
For
I'm
the
seeing if you can grow before
chicken plate for votes. These are homegrown chickens.
organic chickens, man.
Organic chickens. I always had a crush on Betty Rubble. Eee. I would have figured you a Bam Bam guy. Roasted chicken or pollo asado is great for votes. Joe, how long did you have to sit on the eggs?
Well, I'm gonna assume that you mean how long they were either on the incubator or on the chicken, and both are 21 days.
21 days
Yeah.
for them to hatch into chickens?
Yep.
Yeah, of course, we want answers from NASCAR. That is what Nice promised 4 years ago. And nothing. You are right. And that's what, yeah. And look, as much as people may say, oh, he's negative, stating facts, guys. You just can't handle the truth. Bernice no sabe nada de Tenasca. Anís pregúntale de marihuana y cómo descontar un viejo sin darse dejar güey. Brownsville needs to diversify job sources. However, we have people that don't live in Brownsville come and lobby against the steel and the engineer. Come on, man. Come on, man. Where is the city manager? Nada.
Do we have one?
Yes, we do, but crickets.
We have one on paper.
On well, we surely do pay one over $250,000 a year,
That's why I said on paper we have one.
and got a raise last during the pandemic. Entre menos sabes, más pendex. Alaska, oh my goodness, do you live in Brownsville? Is PUB your utility provider? And these blows smoke up my. Uh, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. You are right, Erasmo. I know. Can a freedom of information request be made regarding Tanasca? No. With the city and PUB or start a petition demanding to see Tanasca budget or expense report? No, that is why we need to hold our city commissioners accountable. And that is why they initiated this so called audit a couple of months before election. We get no answers, guys, and we will get no answer. Erasmo, Joe looks bored. Make him talk and convince the people why he's right for our people. Nada, crickets.
I'm waiting for the floor, man. um, are you gonna go through the? Are you gonna go through the comments or? Okay. So I'm not. Hey, I am a. I'm a fighter. I believe I stand for what I believe is right. I have been a public servant for 29 years. I've served in the capacity of law enforcement. I've been an educator. I have genuine interest in serving the people of Brownsville. I was born and raised here. I'm a product of Brownsville and BISD. I have genuine interest. I don't have a business downtown. I don't have any type of personal gains business that I am trying to better. I have a legitimate uh, concern for our city. I love the city. I've had opportunities to move and take a job, a high paying job outside of the city. But I love this city. My parents live here. My family lives here. I have a my heart is in Brownsville, and I want the city of Brownsville. I want District 4 because I live in the District 4 area, and they forget about us. You know, District 4. If you don't know any better, you would think that District 4 was limited to the downtown area because that's where all the focus, investment, that's where everything goes. They forget that we have a completely other side to District 4, and we're lacking. We're lacking representation. And I'm running in this district because I want to make a difference. I want to remind everybody that District 4 encumbers a whole lot of area, not just the downtown area, because we need it. There are a lot of things that we're deficient in the District 4, and I think that I'm the right person to represent District 4. Even though I would represent the city of Brownsville as a whole, um, I am willing to step out there and be your voice. And I'm a fighter. I don't when I believe in something, I stand up for it, and I'm not afraid to back down. And I want to represent the city of Brownsville and District 4, and that's why I think I'm the right person for District 4. So I humbly ask for your vote and your support between now and May 1st.
I don't trust a man who incubates his own eggs. Joe's been accused of a lot of things. He's not never been accused of having a big one. Es diferente mentalidad, por eso no quieren muchos inmigrantes, por eso no se sabe qué tipo de gente pueda venir. Estamos en lo correcto. O sea, conoce tantas cosas. Buenas noches, Nazareo. Who's father of the chicks?
That would be Don Pedro.
That's your opponent or what?
No, Don Pedro is my he's the pimp of my flock. That's the father. Don Pedro.
He is the father?
That's the father. He is the
Father. Allegiant Airlines moved to McAllen and have direct flights to Las Vegas. Guys, isn't it amazing how everything moves to McAllen? McAllen gets everything, Joe.
Yeah, they do.
They're getting. Am I being negative again?
No, it's a cycle. It's a cycle. The city government is they cooperate. They help small businesses. It progresses. It draws the economy. It boosts the economy, which brings tourism. Then you can offer the tourists more, and it's a cycle. It just keeps cycling in. So you allow your local community to grow. You invest in your community, in your small businesses. They in turn provide to the tourists, and it just continues to circulate. And that's why that economy is booming, and that's why we are not.
Del Führer Hitler Biden, we were right all along about Trey Mendes. Del Führer Hitler Biden was correct. Brownsville, hey Monterrey, come to Brownsville. We have bike lanes. Matamoros, hey Monterrey, we have authentic Brownsville bikes. that hurts because it's so true. Will your chickens help run the city like the mayor from Paw Patrol and her chicken chicalet?
uh,
Instead of calling it Ciclovia, we call it Chiclovia. 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 I think Joe is secretly raising chickens to give away chicken plates closer to election day. He doesn't have the YouTube money Erasmo has. Cha-ching.
very, very true. Very true.
McAllen is easier to deal with.
Absolutely.
Yeah, regards to starting up a new business. Yeah, I have chickens. No lie. City always comes by, but you're allowed to have chickens, but just one rooster in city limits.
I
You have
have. Oh, you have chickens, and he lives inside city. Yeah,
McAllen doesn't ask for mordidas. Joe, are you gonna be asking for mordidas?
the what?
Are you gonna be asking for mordidas
No, I'm not going to be asking for mordida.
or just chicken pecks?
I live on West Fronton. Okay.
On the
I
count, everything because our people do not invest in our infrastructure. Uh, look,
correct.
Mario Eduardo, for someone who you and I used to disagree on a lot of things, we seem to be agreeing on most things. You're right, man. And again, one of the things that we were asked when I ran for mayor of the city of Brownsville, I was asked in one of the forums, are you going to fix all our streets? And I said, no, we can't. We can't afford to fix all the streets, but we sure as heck going to fix the streets that are going to produce revenue for the city of Brownsville first. Joe, last words.
Uh, thank you for this time inviting me on a day that I could actually come. I appreciate the invitation, and anytime uh, that you want to have me, I would love to be on the show. I um, I would like to invite everybody to our last soccer game. It'll be at Porter on Monday at 5:30, unless there's some changes made. Uh, we are Porter High School is going to be battling Lopez for the Battle of Southmost, and it is going to be for the district championship. So it's going to be a very interesting game, and I would love to have as many people that can come safely to come in and support our athletes. These girls, they work very hard, and they're awesome. So glad to see that our district champion is going to remain in Brownsville. Either way it goes, I of course I'm leaning towards Porter for sure because we really want to do a back-to-back district championship. So anyone that can come and support us on Monday, that would be great. Love to have it. Thank you guys for your continued support. And anybody, I still have some yard signs. And if you are able and you live in District 4, please contact me or contact Erasmo. I think Erasmo still has a couple of them out there. And we would, I have a couple of days before I go back to work so I can come and deliver them. So this would be a great time. Thank you for those of you that have reached out. And thank you for inviting me, Erasmo. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on, man. Guys, uh, try to be positive towards my closing statement. No, guys, I also have signs here. Guys, please help me pick them up, put them up somewhere. I got 25 signs. I still have 25 signs. I have not put up one single damn sign. So, someone please come pick up the signs. Someone promised me to pick up two. Please come pick them up and put them up somewhere. And guys, if you have old computers that you're not using, that there's just there gathering dust, laptops, desktops, please send them my way. Bring them to my office, 1240 East Madison. We'll be taking them to Matamoros for our Matamoros kids. And also, if you need to get married, give me a call. I'll marry you. I mean, I wouldn't marry you. I'll marry you. Significant other. Guys, I'll be on here tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. Again, thank you, Joe. God bless, my man. Guys, have a great, great evening. Guys, a lot of our folk are still on vacation. Our numbers are down, but I'm going to say that's because of people out and about, which is okay, guys. So hopefully everybody will be back on Monday. Guys, I will be out next week again to Monterrey for a couple of days for teeth work. And that's when you never take them down. They're like Christmas lights for you. You know me, bro. Woo! I'm always funny, bro. That's why please share your stimulus with the cheese, please. That's why these signs that I made are more show signs. Te bañas? No, I like the funky smell.
Oh my god.
Have a great evening. Social distance, face coverings, hand sanitizer. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. in the morning, guys. Be good to each other and please continue to be good to me. God bless.